New York runs on money, but one woman proved it can run on confidence alone. Meet Anna Sorokin, better known as Anna Delvey, the German heiress who never was. With nothing but forged bank statements and a talent for charm, she booked penthouse suites, hired private jets, and convinced Manhattan's elite to bankroll a dream art club that existed only in her imagination. Today, we pull back the velvet rope and follow her step by step, from five-star lobbies to a jail cell, showing how a single lie told well can echo louder than any trust fund.
Welcome to Crime Bite.
In this channel, we peel back the layers of those hidden realities, raw evidence, conflicting testimonies, and emotional pleas for help that too often come too late. By looking into these crime bites, you'll see firsthand how broken trust, systemic oversights, and chilling motives can converge into stories that rattle us to the core. If you find this exploration as vital as we do, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notifications button. Together, we can shine a light on the cases that demand attention, ensuring every voice, especially the silenced, finds the audience it deserves. Anna Sorokin steps onto American soil in the summer of 2013 with €400 in her purse and something much harder to trace than cash: a backstory. She has spent the flight rehearsing the vowels, Delvey, not Delvey, and smoothing the German lilt that lends her both authority and mystery. Friends back in Paris know her as the quiet intern at Purple magazine, yet here in New York she announces herself as an heiress who has drifted over simply to see some galleries, maybe invest. It is the first of 1,000 tiny inventions, most too small to flag suspicion on their own. A new SIM card, a boutique hotel that accepts a promise of wire transfer, the confident statement that she will be staying indefinitely. Customs waves her through. The stage lights rise. New York does not inspect pedigrees so much as it measures audacity, and Anna senses this at once. She checks into the standard High Line, not because she can pay the rate, but because the glossy lobby tilts in her favor. She can walk through those revolving doors, toss a casual tip equal to a night's stay, and watch the staff lean forward wanting to believe. Within 48 hours, she knows the bartender by name has accepted invitations to 2 gallery openings and placed herself inside a VIP cordon simply by asking, "Under Delvey." There is no account to validate, but no one has asked to see one yet. Back in her room at 3 a.m., she scrolls through Instagram, fashion editors posing backstage at shows, junior collectors angling for Art Basel passes. She can conjure this world, she decides, with the right silk blouse and the right story about boarding school in Switzerland. Money, if it's believed, becomes its own form of collateral. She drifts to sleep to the white noise of taxis on the West Side Highway, convinced that tomorrow she will be closer to becoming the person her new name promises. The Standard is merely a foothold. The 11 Howard becomes Anna's first theater of grandeur. She books a long-term suite on the 2nd floor, paying with a debit card that carries a balance high enough for the pre-authorization, yet insufficient for the bill's inevitable swell. She compensates with spectacle. Every morning she orders pressed juice, overnight laundry, and an Uber Black, even if she is only going 3 blocks. Staff gossip. She tips in $100 bills folded crisp as origami cranes. Within weeks, she is on first-name terms with every bellhop. She invites them to after-parties, lets them sip $300 vodka in the suite, and asks casually whether they've ever visited Berlin. By the month's end, the house ledger shows Anna in arrears by 5 figures, but she reassures the front desk that her family office is sorting the wire. Accounting hesitates. Only a monster would embarrass a guest of this lineage over petty transactional detail. Months later, when those charges become evidence exhibits, one concierge will admit under oath that he never quite understood the corporate entity Delvey Holdings, but assumed the money was offshore and therefore opaque by design. Away from the hotel, she weaves herself into the art ecosystem. An auction preview at Sotheby's, a dinner for an up-and-coming painter in Chinatown, rooftop drinks with tech startup heirs. She offers to buy a Basquiat sketch, arranges a lunch with a London gallerist, then ghosts both gatherings because the story is what matters, not the fulfillment. The A-list seldom cross-references their anecdotes, so her absence becomes a fleeting mystery at worst. And for anyone paying attention, the suggestion of a schedule too packed to keep every promise. By late 2015, her moniker Delvey floats through downtown like a referral code. Fashion assistants drop it at door lists, restaurant managers whisper it to maitre d's. Each time they do, it grows stronger, and Anna rarely has to do more than appear in a designer slip dress, half smile, and let the myth inflate on its own. A 4-story landmark building once owned by the church comes on the market, and Anna pounces. The vision she pitches to potential backers is grand: a private art club with a rotating residency program, concept dining by top chefs, membership curated to rival SoHo House but less pedestrian. She prints pitch decks on thick, eggshell stock, filled with floor plans she annotates longhand. Caviar bar here, atelier lofts upstairs. To make the scheme breathe, she needs about $40 million. She claims she already has 25 million euros in trust, ready to seed the project as soon as the family bankers clear disbursement. The numbers seem almost reasonable when paired with her evident taste and her network of couture-clad acquaintances. One banker will later testify that her forged Deutsche Bank statements looked better than some legit accounts. She sprinkles her emails with unforced errors in English, quirks that suggest first-language privilege rather than ignorance. And each time questions tighten, she loosens them with an invitation. Dinner at Le Cuckoo tonight? We can discuss wire routes over dessert. For a moment, the ADF appears inevitable. She persuades City National Bank to let her move $100,000 into an escrow for due diligence. She sends $30,000 directly to a consultancy that will vet her Art World credentials. Both institutions later discover the source was a cascade of bad checks drawn on smaller accounts that never held more than 3 digits. But until those instruments bounce, Anna's vision perches on the brink of legitimacy, like a skyscraper framed in steel, yet still missing drywall. It takes months for compliance departments to circle back, and by then, she is already onto her next conquest, still quoting the same trust that exists only in the honey-toned certainty of her accent. February 2017, Anna charters a trip to Marrakech ostensibly to brainstorm ADF interiors. She assembles a posse: Vanity Fair photo editor Rachel Williams, a personal trainer, a videographer. Her pitch, the hotel ambience, ornate yet modern, could inspire the club's design language. She books a $7,000 a night villa, charges it to ADF Global Events, and gives her entourage spending authority on room service. The trip unspools like a music video: hammam treatments, private camel trek, champagne breakfasts lit by lanterns. Yet as departure nears, front desk calls multiply. Anna's cards decline. A manager requests an alternate form of payment. Anna's brow furrows. Miscommunication, she insists. She instructs Rachel to front her Amex just for now. The friend hesitates but pictures the Heritage Club membership promised in return, plus Anna's repeated vow that her accountants reimburse anything within 24 hours. By the time the group reaches JFK, Rachel's card carries $62,000 in Moroccan charges. Reimbursement never arrives. Emails from Anna bounce phrases like bank holiday and FX hold. Within weeks, Rachel files a fraud report. Anna shrugs. Friendship is collateral damage when empire is at stake. Simultaneously, hotels back in New York start to demand what they're owed. The 11 Howard locks Anna out of her suite. The Beekman issues a trespass bar. She squeezes in nights at a friend's apartment, claiming renovations, and using the spare time to forge fresh statements for Fortress Investment Group, still hoping the $22 million loan will hit before the lawsuit's due. Everything is unraveling, yet Anna posts an Instagram story of herself clinking rosé to the caption, "Money isn't everything." Irony sticks like a knife and keeps the likes pouring in. July 2017, a detective squad forms under NYC's Financial Crimes Division. They track bounced checks from Hudson Yards to Harlem, interview doormen about luggage carts stacked with garment bags, subpoena email headers that originate at a WeWork day pass. Anna's phone pings everywhere and nowhere. She rotates SIM cards like nail polish. The trap is sprung at Passages Malibu. Anna has checked into rehab to dodge subpoenas, claiming exhaustion and spiritual malaise. Detectives coordinate with LAPD, posing as a courier delivering legal docs. She saunters into the lobby wearing athleisure chic, an aura of spa day entitlement, and is cuffed before she can summon a lawyer. Her first question is whether she can keep her sunglasses. Back in New York, headlines roar. SoHo grifter nabbed. Fake heiress faces real time. Comment sections split between delight and grudging admiration. She played the game better than most, until she didn't. In holding, Anna asks for Vogue subscriptions and ponders whether her story will hit film or TV first. She is offered a bologna sandwich instead. The 2019 trial is equal parts legal proceeding and runway. Anna rejects standard issue attire. Her stylist delivers a parade of high street pieces that mimic luxury silhouettes. A sly wink at the very deceit on trial. Jurors take notes. Fashion bloggers rank daily looks. Prosecutors present spreadsheets, $275,000 unpaid. Hotel managers recount how Anna's charm withered into icy indifference once bills surfaced. Rachel Williams testifies, voice cracking, about the Marrakech debt that mushroomed into collections, calls, and sleepless anxiety. Defense counsel frames Anna as a product of Manhattan's fake-it-till-you-make-it ethos. Entrepreneurs hype prototypes. Financiers overstate valuations. Why is Anna on trial for the city's favorite pastime? The jury isn't swayed. 8 counts return guilty. 3 theft of services, 4 grand larceny, 1 attempted grand larceny. Sentencing day, Anna receives 12 years. She smirks at reporters. I guess the Deutsche Bank wire finally came through. Security ushers her away before the quip can trend. Rikers is a cold recalibration. Gone are the Ralph and Russo fittings. Here, a state-issued jumper and concrete bunk greet her. She befriends women serving time for credit card fraud, teaches them French phrases, and claims she will pitch a reality show when out. For good behavior, she earns early release in 2021, but freedom is brief. ICE agents wait outside the gate. Her German passport is invalid. Her Russian birth complicates repatriation. She lands in an orange jumpsuit inside Orange County Jail, a limbo where the echoes of her own brand chatter through the vents. Podcasts, Netflix deals, scripted covers of her story, all making money while she waits. ICE offers voluntary deportation. She refuses. America, she argues, is the stage she built. Why relinquish it? Lawyers file appeal after appeal. The ankle monitor eventually replaces iron bars, but the boundaries remain. Physical, digital, reputational. Under court order, Anna cannot post to social media directly, yet loopholes abound. Friends manage accounts. She hosts Zoom salons on found object art. NFTs of her prison sketches sell out in minutes. Fashion editors ship samples to her doorstep. She models them against a white sheet, ankle monitor peaking. Critics scream that felons should not profit from crime. Supporters buy tickets to her virtual gallery, and citing restorative justice when the receipts show partial restitution payments. She grants select interviews, audio only, voice lacquered with amusement. Each soundbite fuels another cycle of curiosity. Did she really think she'd never be caught? Would she do it again? Anna deflects. Perception is reality. I merely lived my perception. The quote lands on merch within hours. Summer 2025, a judge deems home confinement excessive. The monitor comes off. She steps into daylight wearing oversized sunglasses and proclaims she might launch a foundation after all. This time, for real. Banks laugh her out the lobby, but streaming execs don't. They see a second-season docuseries, a masterclass on con artistry, a TED Talk about personal branding. Meanwhile, immigration remains unresolved. Germany will take her, Russia too, but Anna stalls hearings, citing new counsel, new affidavits, new evidence of substantial ties to the U.S. Public opinion fractures anew. Some hail a woman beating the system at its own confidence game. Others see impunity wrapped in designer tulle. The debate itself becomes part of her market value. Is Anna Sorokin a cautionary tale of greed, or proof that in the attention economy, notoriety is the highest yield investment? Drop your verdict in the comments. Anna Sorokin's saga suggests that narrative capital can rival liquid capital. In an economy where attention outranks almost every commodity, she minted a coin bearing her own face, spent it until merchants asked for metal, then forged more. Her victims hold invoices. Anna holds options. She is negotiating a scripted series, shopping a memoir, selling limited edition silk scarves depicting betrayals in pastel. Restitution is slated for automatic debit from future earnings, yet every new project inflates the very balloon that dragged creditors into the jet stream. The moral? Manhattan still salivates over exclusivity, and the world still rewards the audacious. Anna's name will outlive the trust fund that never was, because she offered something stronger than money, the promise that rules apply only to the timid. Whether she ends up deported, syndicated, or quietly forgotten will depend less on courts than on our appetite for the next outrageous chapter. From boutique hotels to Rikers Island, Anna Sorokin showed how easily image can eclipse reality until the bill comes due. Now we want to hear from you. Was she a mastermind exploiting a broken system, or just another grifter who pushed her luck too far? Drop your verdict in the comments below. If this story opened your eyes, hit like. It tells the algorithm other true crime fans should see it too. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Next time we're digging into a cold case that promises to grab your attention, and you won't want to miss how that one ends. Stay curious, stay safe, and keep questioning the stories that sound too good to be true.